Hello and welcome to TMTV. I'm Adam Ludlow here in Baden, Ontario today at Erb Transport's terminal. We're here to talk about their recent TCA-sponsored Weight Loss Showdown win. It pitted teams of 12 from carriers across Canada and the US against each other to see who could lose the most weight over a 10-week span. With Erb coming out on top, we're going to speak to their representatives to see how they did it and how it reflects their culture of health and wellness at the company. Okay, we've just come in the building here. We're here with Dave and Carolyn. They both work with Human Resources here at Erb Transport, and we're talking today about a competition that you guys recently competed in and won with the TCA folks, which is a weight loss showdown, and you guys were working with this as a company. And this is the second year that they put on this competition, but the first year that you guys have been involved with it. Tell me about some of the conversation you guys were having as a company and with your employees in terms of, is this something we want to get involved in, and how should we go about this strategy-wise?
Well, it started with our president, Wendell Erb, and he found out about it, or heard about it, and then said, this is something that we should get involved with and participate in. So exactly as you said, we had those discussions and said, okay, how can we coordinate this, what's involved? And really, we've had a health and wellness initiative here at Erb for about the last 5-6 years, so we said this is something that really fits well with that, so yes, we do want to do it.
It was a program, a 10-week program that was sponsored by a company called Lindora Clinic out of California that was also co-sponsored with TCA, and said weekly coaching calls, as well as it was a low-carb protein diet, and then just suggestions for Lean for Life on the road, so how to adapt it to being on the road, if that was the case, as well as any kind of healthy physical activity they could be doing too. So, and they had all kinds of DVDs, CDs, and books, and like I said, support coaching calls too.
All right, we've wandered away outside here, and now I'm speaking with Dave Stocker. Dave is one of the drivers here at Erb Transport and was also one of the 12 participants in the recent weight loss competition. Dave, let's talk about, first of all, how much did you end up losing by the end of the 10 weeks?
I was sitting around 40 pounds.
40 pounds. That's nothing to sneeze at for sure. So I'm going to take a wild guess and say that you didn't take 10 weeks off work and just eat celery and work out. So tell me some of the things that you did over the course of that 10 weeks to get to that 40-pound mark.
A lot of it was we were getting into some of the what they call protein days, so we get into what they call ketosis, and that gets the fat burning stuff going really well. A lot less eating more regularly was a big component, where you have your breakfast, lunch, dinner, then there's snacks involved. And that keeps the body from going into getting hungry, saying, I got to eat more. And so a lot of it was, again, the protein bars and stuff like that were all part of the program. In fact, very key to the program.
I know that food is a big part of the program, low carbs and things like that. In terms of exercise or being more active, how did that factor into the 10 weeks?
It's a part of it. It gets harder because, they're going to be behind the wheel for, 10, 11 hours a day. It makes it awful hard to get a whole lot of exercise in. But one of the things they suggested is you get to the truck stop, park in the far corner, do the walk. It wasn't a whole lot more strenuous than just doing a decent amount of walking. When I'm at home, there's gym membership available. I was able to take care of that way as well.
Dave, we'll throw this back to you here. You were speaking earlier in the interview. You guys have had health and wellness initiatives that have been running for like the last 5 or 6 years. This competition was not your first foray into the health arena at all. And you actually showed me a bunch of awards you guys have on the table. Talk about some of these initiatives, what they are, and some of your successes you've had over the last 5-6 years.
We realized about 5-6 years ago that the trucking industry in general has some health and wellness challenges. Unfortunately, drivers have challenges eating well while they're on the road, don't often have the opportunity to exercise. There are fatigue issues, there's stress issues, so we thought that we wanted to do something to help our employees, and particularly our drivers. So the first step was that we partnered with our local cardiac hospital, St. Mary's, and they helped us form an educational program that consisted of 11 modules. So how the heart works, cholesterol, diabetes, nutritious eating, exercise, that sort of thing. And that one then was offered to all of our employees to participate in, and we offered incentives for them to complete the modules, and got a great take-up. A lot of people participated in that, and it's still available to our employees. Then we followed that up with fitness challenge, whereby they could participate in walking or other types of activities. They could do it individually or as part of a team, and they won awards as they progressed through the challenge, the several weeks of challenge. We're part of the region of Waterloo here, so they have a Healthy Workplace Award program, and we've participated that in the last few years. First year we participated, we won the Silver Award, and then most recently we won the Gold Award, so we're very proud of that as well.
We all know truck driving is a tough job health-wise, and to keep active and to be eating well when you're on the road, especially as a long-haul truck driver, can be tough. How important do you think it is for trucking companies to involve their staff in health and wellness related activities and initiatives and sort of promote that culture of healthy living?
I think it's absolutely critical. I mean, number one, we care very much about our team members, our drivers, and our team members in general. But as well, as you're well aware, the trucking industry is having a crisis in terms of recruiting and getting new people to enter the industry in terms of drivers. So, we need to make sure that we take care of the drivers that we have and that they're able to, stay in their chosen career as long as they'd like and not have health issues that prevent that.